All right, Joe, what's the surprise?
Huh? What?
The surprise, what is it?
Surprise? What surprise?
Joe, I swear,
Donald, cool it. We just started the video.
it hasn't even been 30 seconds and his dementia is already kicking in.
I know. Joe, what do you have for Donald?
Yeah, you sleepy fuck, before your dry, crusty ass passed out last video, you mentioned that you had a surprise for me. What is it?
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So I put together a film franchise that I think you may love.
I highly doubt that, but what is it?
Okay, I need you to close your eyes for this one.
Just show me the list.
No, you need to close your eyes.
Joe, just show the list, god damn it.
Can I at least give you hints?
Donald, just play along.
Fine, what are the hints?
It involves superheroes.
Okay, so is it Marvel or DC?
Nope, I'll give you the next hint. They were an underground franchise that used to be popular.
I swear to God, if it involves teams, I will slap the living piss out of you.
Nope, I promise it doesn't involve teens or children. Ta-da! Surprise, Donald! Do you like it? I thought you may like this.
Joe?
It took me a while to watch these.
Joe?
It was so much fun.
What the fuck am I looking at here?
What you are looking at is greatness. It's the popular franchise Baby Geniuses. Ow! Donald, what was that for?
What was that for? What the fuck do you mean? There are children on here lower than fucking 5. Obama, you didn't think to stop this masochist from making this horrible tier list?
I didn't really know he was planning this. He tried so hard to keep it a secret. All I knew was that it was a superhero tier list, that's all.
And may I say, I did a fine job keeping a secret.
Joe, give me the mouse.
But I wanted to start the tier list today.
You won't be in the video at all if you don't give me the mouse.
Oh, come on, at least.
Joe, give me the fucking mouse.
Ouch! Fine, here's the mouse.
Thank you, my God. I don't know how Jill puts up with your fucking dumbass. Why in the insane, demented mind did you think we would enjoy ranking these things?
Oh, come on, they're not that bad.
Joe, I just watched a trailer of the third movie, and it looks incredibly bad. Half of it was just green screen, and the actors look terrible. And they are also spies, I think, besides superheroes.
But I found them to be fun.
Joe, there's a daycare under a house, and some guy who puts on disguises to steal treasures from children.
Yo, what the fuck? Also, they made not only 1, not only 2, but 5 of these shit pieces of films that I see here.
Can't you at least give them a chance?
Okay, you know what? You're right.
Really?
Yes, let's do this tier list. I'll start first. This is D, this is illegal, this is shit, this is ass, and this is dog water. There, Joe's perverted video is over. Now let's move on to the actual video.
What the hell?
Well, what are we doing today then, Donald?
Since Joe is in the mood to be a shit hero for the viewers, I am going to be a true superhero and save them from being harmed by this fiend. Sticking with the idea of superheroes, we're going to rank one of my favorite franchises, Batman.
Oh, those are some okay films, I guess.
You guess? What the fuck are you on? You tried to make us rank children. Batman is the most amazing character I know. I know Batman more than anyone in this world, believe me. No one knows Batman like I do. Bruce Wayne reminds me a lot of me.
What? Exactly how does he remind you of him?
I lost my parents when I went to see an opera in a dark alley. My family was very classy back then. I was then brought in by our butler. When I was 18, he lended me a small loan of $1 million. I invested it into stocks. When I was 35, my butler lended me a small loan of $1 billion so I can make the Bat Cave under the White House. I called it Trump Cave.
Ain't no way you made a cave under the White House.
Oh, wait, is that what it is? I thought it was just for releasing my turds and piss.
What the hell? So that's where those monstrosities came from when I moved in? I thought there was something wrong with the bats. You owe me so much money, Joe.
What the hell? You actually made one?
Yes, and now it's no longer available for visitors of anyone anymore. It's mine and mine only. Can we get on with the list now? I appreciate you guys in the audience listening to me talk about my wonderful origin story of how I became Bat Trump.
Bat Trump? You only talked about how you got a cave.
Shut up, Obama. Let's get started with the list, beginning with the 1966 Batman movie, Well, Batman.
Oh, I love this movie. It was so much fun.
Fuck you, Joe. This movie is fucking stupid and shits on the realism of Batman. This is a D tier.
What? Don, you got to understand that the 60s were a different time. People needed movies and TV shows to lighten up the mood due to the war in Vietnam.
Yeah, Trump, and the civil rights movement was getting ugly, and police brutality was getting worse towards the colored.
Fine. I move it up C tier.
Fuck you, Donald. This film was very fun and campy. Granted, the film isn't a masterpiece, but it made the audience feel more relaxed, and the movie started a show in '66. It gave the audience a new place to escape to.
I remember that show. I miss that legend, Adam West. He was such a goat.
I agree. Adam made Batman a perfect character for the '60s. We have to give it a tier for the innocent and campiness.
Fine, I will give it a tier. There. Happy?
Yes, very much so.
Thanks, Donnie. Hey, I see that the movies are live action. Are we not ranking the animated films?
No, but I would love to do that. We'll have to have a few days to watch all of them. Next, 1989's Batman. This shit is automatic S tier, no questions asked.
Hold on, Joe and I want to share our thoughts.
Why? What's there to share? This movie is everything a DC fan wants in a Batman. It's dark, has actual fights, serious tone. Why would anyone want to subject themselves to that dumbass 60s movie?
Can we talk about the score at least?
It's fucking beautiful and blends with gothic and action.
Okay, then how about the set pieces? Can I talk about that?
They are marvelous with how creative and imaginative. Tim Burton basically redefined Batman's world.
I don't think he's going to let us give out our opinions, Obama, for this film.
That's right, because this film is the fucking GOAT. Moving on. Moving on. Now Batman Returns. This is also S tier. Fight me.
Okay, I actually have a lot to say about this one.
Oh man, I didn't like this one too much. It was too dark and a bit scary.
Joe, are you always going to be a bitch about movies that are awesome?
I didn't like the new tone this film had.
I am not going to lie, it was too much for me. I did like the characters in the story, but the tone wasn't down my alley. If anything, Batman goes against his rules and kills the goons.
Obama, that's what you have to do in life. You have to go against your own rules and take risks. Why do you think I admire the hell out of him? He's a great businessman.
I still think this should be B.
What? No Obama. The lowest I give it is A tier. Batman was brilliant. Catwoman was okay, but I am not a fan of her poor designer's outfit. Regardless, I give it an A tier.
Hey, Obama, I am a little surprised.
Why?
Trump's best friend is in the film.
Who is it? Is it Max Schreck?
Nope. He's big, fat, a businessman, and a grotesque-looking creature.
Shut the fuck up. I don't relate to Oswald at all. He's a crook and a crime boss.
At least that's who he is in the comics. I am not exactly sure what he is here.
Whatever the case may be, while relating to him, I did love his character. It just sucks how Danny DeVito got a Razzie Award.
What? How's that bad? It's an award.
Joe, you idiot. Razzie nominations are for movies with horrible factors. They thought Danny did terrible in the movie. Well, that's fucking horse shit. He deserved an Oscar. Whatever, this film is A tier.
I'll work around that.
I would have given it C tier.
Okay, on with the two films, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. These go into D tier. They both suck, and I can't believe that Tim Burton didn't come back.
Hold on. While these two are notorious for being badly written and having questionable moments, I have to say they weren't that bad. Well, at least for Batman Forever.
You can't be serious, right? The fourth film destroyed Batman for nearly a decade until Christopher Nolan got his hands on Batman.
Yeah, I honestly love these two. I love Jim Carrey playing the Riddler. However, I had no idea Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face. I remember back in the days when Corn Pop and me were reading Batman comics. We used to read a lot of comics with Two-Face in it. He didn't feel much like a crime boss in this film compared to the comics.
I agree there, but the energy was fun, and I couldn't help but laugh a lot at Jim's performance.
You two lack any skills of being a movie critic. Two-Face was crap and Jim Carrey did fucking terrible. I have seen better performance from Jared Leto as the Joker, and I hated him too.
I did like the riddles, and I also enjoyed watching Robin being part of the film. Can we put it in B tier?
I am not going to lie, I think that's a good placement.
Fine, I will deal with that. Can we at least put Batman and Robin in C tier? I know you two are going to cry about my placement.
C tier works. They tried to bring back the campy spirit of the 60s Batman, but failed.
What? I love this movie. Sure, the writing and dialogue isn't the best, but I love the jokes and the colorful atmosphere of the set pieces and characters.
Set pieces, yes. Characters, hell fucking no. Poison Ivy was lame as fuck. She just wanted to reinvent Earth her way. Reminds me of a woman who I beat in 2016. Bane is nothing but a joke. He is used as a side bitch for Ivy. Mr. Freeze was treated as an emotional comedian. He and his ice puns were annoying, and I couldn't take that moron seriously.
While he wasn't too good, I heard that Arnold pays the studio $1 a year to keep the suit. I would honestly do the same.
I doubt that's true, but it does sound like a nice perk after making a movie.
Hey, Donald, do you always have to pay $1 a week for the toupee? It makes sense since you love how it looks on you and how it matches your skin tone.
Shut the fuck up, Joe! So, we're putting Batman and Robin in C tier just for how campy and stupid it is.
At least you're being fair.
Whatever, can we do the Nolan trilogy last? Because there's so much to talk about. Let's get the Batman out of the way. Do you two remember anything from this film? Oh, it felt so long.
Oh man, this movie was way too long. I didn't mind the atmosphere and the story, but it felt so dragged.
Joe, you fell asleep multiple times. Matt Reeves took years to perfect the script, and the results speak for themselves. I liked the style of noir they chose. This felt like a true Batman film.
Barack, this film may be good, but feels slow, and it's the longest Batman movie to date, being 3 minutes short to being 3 hours. That is so fucking long. Zack Snyder's Justice League was 4 hours long, and that shit kept me on my seat awake.
I thought you loved the dark tone of Batman movies. Now you're crying for how long and slow it feels? This film made the Riddler a serious force to deal with. He was far better than Jim Carrey's Riddler.
I like Jim's Riddler better. He was more fun.
Joe, you dumb fuck. This film is supposed to be dark and brooding, not campy and shitty.
Oh yeah? Then can you compare the two Riddlers? I am willing to bet that Jim was better.
What the hell do you mean? Comparing these two Riddlers is like comparing a homeless person to a rich person. I'm Matt Reeves' Riddler, and you're Jim Carrey's Riddler. However, in your case, you're more of the diddler, you perverted fuck.
I wish I had more things to say, but I don't remember too much. Maybe we should review this movie alongside the Batman 2 when it comes out.
Maybe we should do that. For now, how does A tier sound?
Why can't it be C tier?
Joe, I am not listening to your shit takes. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, A tier. All right, now the Nolan trilogy.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good. I feel like we should make a whole different video just for these 3 movies.
I agree, but we need to try to make it fit on this video.
Fine, first things first, Batman Begins. This slaps. Automatic S tier.
Wait, this film is good, but it has a lot of flaws. Ra's al Ghul was decent, but felt very watered down.
Not gonna lie, while these 3 films tried to be realistic at times, I feel like they should have used a different villain to help Bruce train. Liam Neeson did a phenomenal job playing Al Ghul, but they missed a great opportunity on the character.
He was okay, but the Scarecrow guy was too scary for me.
Joe, it's just Scarecrow. Your fears would make the Scarecrow question himself to see if his toxins are actually working. While he's striking fear in others that are actual threats, you be seeing kids fighting back, or your ice cream cone not having ice cream.
The ice cream cone without ice cream does sound more scary than kids fighting back.
What? Why would kids fighting not scare you?
Well, I love myself a good challenge, so seeing kids coming after me not only makes it easier for me, but also gives me an arcade experience feel of seeing how many I can catch in my car.
Joe, you do know we record our sessions and post these on the internet, right?
Oh shit, that was all satirical and not real. I was just trying to be funny.
Does Jill know about the kids in your basement?
No, she doesn't.
Boom, busted.
What? No!
Guys, stop it. Scarecrow was really good, but underutilized in the finale.
This isn't over, Joe. Scarecrow was dope. Cillian Murphy was a perfect actor to play him.
Both actors that played the villains were amazing, but unfortunately had clunky writing for their characters.
What about the fight choreography? Seeing Bruce train was great, but the moment he puts on that Batman costume, it goes to shit.
I can't lie, but that shit got me all dizzy. I was about to pass out during that cargo yard scene.
Biden, you're always passing out.
You're always eating too much. Stick to vegetables, you fat fuck.
At least I look good in the Batman suit.
What the hell do you mean? You look like a nerd at a convention wearing that costume.
More like Fat Man than Batman.
Shut the fuck up, you motherfuckers. I hated the camera work during those fight scenes. It was so mind-boggling. I felt like I was having a seizure.
Yeah, not a big fan of the camera work.
Many people weren't fans of the camera work. What do we think of Christian Bale as Batman?
He reminds me a lot of me.
Donald, we know you're a rich, stubborn asshole who hits on women and host parties. We got it. You don't need to rub it in every time we mention the character.
Sounds like someone is having a skill issue. Can't be able to get the fame anymore, huh?
Shut up, Trump. I am perfectly happy with my life.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say, pal. Anyway, Christian was a perfect Bruce Wayne. He wasn't too bad of Batman either.
He was so cool.
Yeah, sure, Joe. Anyway, how do we rank this?
I wouldn't say S tier. I want to say A tier, but with the number of inconsistencies and strange character writings, I am stuck between A and B.
How about this? Let's put in B tier, but on top of Batman Forever. Both are okay for different reasons.
That's a good idea.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let's do Dark Knight Rises. I want to save Dark Knight last.
Wait, but there's so much to talk about.
I know, but Dark Knight Rises has so many plot holes that needs to be mentioned. There's also Bane, and how about that dumbass ending?
True, but what about Heath Ledger? Or how the story was so consistent and had a great buildup?
Guys, how about we do a rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first?
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
No, fuck you. We're doing Dark Knight Rises.
Come on, Dark Knight won an Oscar. It's not often a superhero movie wins an Oscar.
Dark Knight Rises made more money.
How about a coin flip? I honestly don't care what we do.
Fine, Joe. If it helps rest your mentally sick mind, we'll do a coin flip.
Sounds simple.
All right, Obama, if I get heads, I win. If you get tails, you lose.
Wait, how does that work? Wouldn't I lose regardless?
No, think about it. If it lands on heads, then I win and you lose because it landed on heads and not tails. If it lands on tails, then you and I lose because we both got tails.
But by logic, wouldn't Joe win then?
Technically, yes, but he would have to land on the side.
I don't see how that's possible.
And I don't see how you were president, yet here we are discussing the impossible. Now enough bickering. Coin flip time. Oh, look at that. I won. It landed on tails there. Obama lost.
Wait, what? But
Don't care. Dark Knight Rises won.
I think you got tricked, Obama.
either that or I was too stupid to not do the coin flip. Kind of bullshit.
What's wrong, Barack? Didn't get pegged hard enough by Manshell? Is it not big enough?
Shut the fuck up, Don.
It's okay. I know a doctor who can make it bigger for you.
Go to hell.
Already going with you 3. Anyway, Dark Knight Rises was such an absolute banger. The stunts were absolutely insane. That airplane scene in the opening was epic. The fact they filmed it in the air goes to show how dedicated Nolan is to his films.
He's very passionate about his films, I give him that. However, it kind of sucked how we barely got Batman. Most of the time he was crippled and stayed in a hole.
It was kind of boring how he barely did anything.
Joe, you barely did shit during your term. I am like Batman when he got out of the prison hole. I rose like Jesus Christ and had to clean up the chaos you created.
Yes, and just like a toddler with candy, you got all energetic and made a ton of impulsive decisions. Now chaos is a lot bigger and worse.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. I am back in office making this country great again.
The gas prices and housing crisis say otherwise.
Can you two stop arguing? I will say that Bane was handled a lot better than whatever the hell Batman and Robin was.
Oh, fuck. I strongly agree. Bane was such a badass.
And you must have taken notes on his dictatorship to learn from when running this country, huh?
You think you're so funny, huh? Tell me, how's dementia working out? Clearly, it's not going well at all because Bane wanted all criminals to run free and create chaos on the street to prove how the law enforcement failed the society.
What? Ban is a criminal? How can ban be a person when it's a verb? Wait, is this a gaming video?
I rest my case.
Well, Tom Hardy did a great job at playing the character. Do you two remember when many people would meme on how Bane spoke?
Oh, I remember so many YouTubers back in the early 2010s making fun of him like College Humor in the key of awesome.
Oh, Those were the days. However, I don't understand why the police department had to call everyone to go underground.
Yes, that had to be the dumbest shit ever. I would have had my ICE agents take Bane down in split second.
If there's one thing I also don't get, how did Bane know where Bruce Wayne lived?
Oh, so that brain does work. Please, what other points do you remember?
Well, why did Bruce not do a background check on Selena Kyle? For a guy who is strict on security and his identity, he's not very careful.
That's a good point. Even Alfred didn't find anything weird about her.
Good point. However, I will let it slide.
Why? Is it because she's another woman you will invite to Mar-a-Lago? Are you going to pull another Stormy Daniels?
Shut the fuck up, Obama. Besides poor security, how did Batman make it in time to save Gotham when he was in the prison hole without communication, money, any form of transportation? It's just there for plot armor.
Where should we put this movie then?
Well, I want to say B tier, but I absolutely love Bane and how the whole film rocks. Sure, it has a lot of plot holes that people have nitpicked the hell out of, but the character writing was tremendous.
I am not going to lie. Bane was a huge force to reckon with. They even did Bane's signature move.
Oh yeah, that shit slapped.
Are we going to talk about the ending?
Hell no, that shit was stupid.
I was confused. Was Bruce Wayne immortal or something?
I don't think he is, Joe. Regardless of the ending, the whole movie had amazing drama and some good tension.
Let's put it in A tier. The cinematography is phenomenal.
I will say it was the longest Batman movie before that vampire took its throne. I will say A tier.
In that case, A tier it is. The energy has so much going for it. All right, Donald, time for the best Batman movie of all time in live-action terms, The Dark Knight.
This film has become a staple for many college papers to write on. Many teachers nowadays in psychology classes don't let their students do a study on Heath Ledger's Joker, considering how often students want to write about him. The character is such a prime example of a true sadistic killer. He doesn't kill, he wants to watch chaos unfold.
Well, Joker does kill from time to time in a couple scenes. Sounds like you watch a lot of Batman media.
Oh, big fucking time. When I had some money remaining after investing stocks in the 70s and 80s before the Trump cave got started, I would constantly read Batman comics. I was so invested into the Batman and Joker stories.
So what you're saying is that you were inspired to be a terrorist?
Shut the fuck up, Joe. You can't comprehend anything that mounts to the idea of what a true criminal really is, especially in the city of Gotham.
I was able to comprehend my own people during my presidency.
The city of Gotham in this film felt normal, while this chilling score that got under your skin, oh, geez, it gave me anxiety when the Joker was about to do something sadistic.
God, that violin and drums was insane. It may not be Danny Elfman, but definitely fits into being sinister.
Hell yeah. Was there any CGI used in this movie?
A little, but not fully.
What about that truck scene?
Oh shit, that's one of my favorite scenes of all time. It turns out that whole cargo truck chase was all practical. The truck hitting the metal string and flipping was either real or toy model. Regardless, it looked so real.
The craft in this film is bonkers. The number of practical effects is criminal.
The opening was very interesting, considering how well it was written to introduce the Joker.
It sucks that Heath died before he could get his Oscar.
R.I.P. to the legend.
Is there anything else we can discuss?
Oh, absolutely. Two-Face was awesome. They used CGI on that one, but they did so well, making it look very realistic.
I remember Jill covering my eyes when he first appeared in the hospital scene.
Oh, that scene was epic. Tragic, yes, but well choreographed. Did you guys know that Heath improvised the scene where the trigger button didn't work and he kept messing with it until the hospital blew up?
I laughed a bit at that scene. The humor is dark, but fits perfectly in the movie.
Oh, that's a fun fact. I didn't know that.
I know, right? We got to stop dick riding this movie and get a move on. Is there any negatives we can find?
I don't really know. I could honestly go on for another whole hour on how memorable this film is.
I didn't like how Scarecrow was barely used in the film.
Yes, that was stupid, but he had his time. Anything else? Well, if there's really nothing else we can think of, then how about we let the viewers share their opinions? I feel like many people will find this film overrated.
Oh, big time.
Screw that. This is the best Batman movie of all time. The Batman, almost there, but just barely.
I heard that recently Robert Pattinson read the finished script and he was blown away with how it was.
Obama, any actor can say that about any script they read. It's just a tactic to get fans excited.
Either way, that's the Batman franchise tier list.
It took a lot longer than normal, but we did it.
What would you consider a normal video, Joe? These videos may get long, but that's just how passionate we are about these things we rank. Next week's video may be 15 minutes or 25 minutes. It just depends on what we say and do to each other throughout.
I reckon.
Besides, we are going to make tier lists of the animated Batman films. I am not sure when we will do it, but we do have a lot to watch.
Sounds like a fun idea, Donald. How are we going to go by it?
We'll figure something out later. Right now, I'm tired. I am going to get McDonald's and call it a day.
What a fat ass. I am going to go for a walk.
I got to help Michelle make dinner. Take care, everyone.